Alright, here we are. I tried recording this video like a few days ago when he came out. By the way, we're doing EVERDARK GLADIUS. And yeah, I tried making this video when he first came out, but for some reason, like whenever I was recording that video, I couldn't form a coherent sentence while also playing the game. And on top of speaking like an idiot, I also was playing like garbage. So yeah, I took a few days to, you know, relax a little bit. And yeah, here we are. He's still here, EVERDARK GLADIUS, and we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. I figured I would save everybody the trouble of watching me go through a run. And whether or not I beat him or not, I'll just, you know, do a run and yap afterwards. But yeah, I figured I would start the video at this point instead of doing it at the very end. At the very least, so we can see what the boss is. I've seen, obviously at this point, it's been a few days, I've seen what the boss actually is. And yeah, all I have to say is thank God this one's good. Could you imagine if they made Gladius one of the coolest fights in this game, which is the first boss that you fight, if he was bad? That would be not cool. In fact, it would be very sad. But yeah, there's a few things I want to talk about. There's some Call of Duty stuff with Black Ops 7 that got revealed. It's been a few days since that happened, like at Gamescom, and then had the direct and everything afterwards. So I want to talk about that a little bit, mostly the zombies. But yeah, Silk Song also got a release date finally. It's releasing, I think, like near the beginning of September or whatever. It's been literally like 6 years they've announced that, which is crazy. And the funniest part being that the game was not in development hell as per like a developer interview, I believe. It was basically like, yeah, they were having so much fun developing the game that they could have just kept going if they wanted to. But yeah, here he is. He's actually just spawned into the map. That's actually kind of foreboding. And yeah, he spawns as 3 because of course he does. Thank you, Miyazaki. Wait, I wonder, is your ult on a timer? Could I have just waited for my ult to come back and like walked into the boss fight with it? Hello. You fucking mind, sir? Okay. Yeah, I know the second phase for this, for Gladius here. They do some crazy shit with him, which is super cool. I do have 2 Winding Graces and a Siluria's Tree Spear, so I got kind of lucky with that, although my build itself is not super great or anything, so I'm just gonna do this now. I don't care. Okay. Well, that was an unfortunate waste of a crit, but whatever. I'm getting fucked, by the way. Wow, holy shit. I do not remember base Gladius being this difficult. Alright, well, my 6th sense didn't pop. That's slightly concerning. Now, I do know that with this fight, like the last one with Libra, he goes into his new phase at like 80% health, which he's doing right now. He's so cool! Ow! It's so cool! It's literally just a move from holster, but it's still cool, I don't care! Ow, okay. That just instantly killed me. I don't know why my 6th sense didn't pop earlier. That's actually annoying. I just don't have it. I don't know what that buff does. Oh, okay, well. Okay. Is that my last revive? Yeah, it is. I'm getting my ass 8. I forgot he does it twice in a row. I mean, he does it 3 times in a row. That's unfortunate. Okay, well. Yeah, I was not prepared for how aggressive he was in his earlier phase. That was really weird. All right, well, prepare for me to not get that lucky in a run ever again. But we go again. Yeah, it would have been really, really just a huge downer if the last EVERDARK came out and he was also bad. Should I make a tier list? Maybe I'll do it at the end of the video if I really feel like it. I don't know. That requires me to do more editing, although it'll be super fast because there's not that many bosses. But yeah, I stand by my assertion that Sentient Pest and Libra are the worst EVERDARKs. I wonder if they're going to nerf Libra. Not that I particularly like want them to. You know, if people don't want them to, then that's whatever. I just won't play the boss. But because I know they nerfed Augur, at least I'm pretty sure they did. I don't know what they did to it, but I didn't even think Augur was that bad. Although if you don't like gimmick fights, then sure. But my biggest issue with that fight was that the projectiles on the weapon art don't track particularly well. But the Sentient Pest is just a fucking projectile shit show, and his new EVERDARK phase is literally just the same exact thing. And then Libra, NPC fights are not fun. I'm just gonna, like, they're just not. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be as bad if the NPCs in Elden Ring didn't have like crazy input rating and they didn't dodge attacks that you were doing like 30 feet away from them. Oh, I got another Stormtrooper key, yeah. You know, hopefully I can get a decent build going here because I have, wow, holy shit. holy fucking crit relic. But yeah, if I could get a holy weapon and some crit buffs as well, that'd be super neat. But yeah, it's been a while since it happened, but Gamescom happened, and that's where all the stuff that I was talking about earlier got revealed. But yeah, Black Ops 7, you know, if you're watching this as your first video, I play a bunch of different stuff on this channel, but the videos I make stuff on is mostly like Soul stuff and Call of Duty. I do play a whole bunch of other shit, but I mostly make videos on those two things just because they're easy to make videos on. But my point being is that yeah, I am a fan of Call of Duty. I like to turn my brain off, sort of shoot things with a vague military aesthetic, although with how Black Ops 6 and the more newer games have gone, that's sort of not a thing as much, but okay. But yeah, like, you know, they've been saying Black Ops 7 got revealed officially at Gamescom, and they showed things about the campaign, the multiplayer, and the zombies, which is the thing that I care most about, but I also like the multiplayer. Although Black Ops 6's multiplayer, while not my, like, absolute favorite, mostly due to, like, mechanical things that they did in that, which I wasn't really a huge fan of. Overall, I still did enjoy it, but, you know, it wasn't my favorite out of the... You know, I think I prefer Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer to Black Ops 6's, but yeah, it is currently going through a similar situation like how Infinite Warfare did. I don't think it's nearly as bad, because if I remember correctly, that's like the most disliked game trailer on YouTube, like, period. But yeah, people are sort of just like fed up with the way Call of Duty has been like handling itself over the past few years with things like anti-cheat, having like a not so clear visual identity, which I'm not really one to. I don't really mind super like wacky or like COD mobile-esque skins. People have been asking for that for a really long time, and when a COD game doesn't have like exciting skins in it, you know, people complain like they did with like Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2. But really, I could go either way on that. But my point being is that yeah, with the visual identity, the anti-cheat being like almost non-existent, despite the fact that it's a kernel level anti-cheat. You know, also with things along how they're treating like their creatives with like the lack of protections against AI voices and whatnot, and things like with the zombies in terms of its like narrative, how people are not really feeling that at all whatsoever. Okay, what the fuck is poise? I'll just spam jump attack because that's the only way they want you to play this fucking game. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like people are more so super unhappy with this, just the state Call of Duty in general has been in the past few years, and not specifically Black Ops 7, because Black Ops 7, you know, in a vacuum, you know, looking at it, it's doing a lot of things that people really want them to. I think the only thing that it's not really doing is, you know, the pick 10 system is not in the game, which that's never coming back because the gunsmith system has to be in there. But I have seen people suggest they can do like sort of a hybrid system between like the gunsmith and like pick 10, like sort of how Battlefield 6 is doing it, where you have like a 100-point budget to customize your class, but or I think it's to customize your gun specifically. But either way, yeah, stuff like that is that's like really the only big thing. And you know, obviously having like a working anti-cheat is also something people have been asking for that they haven't really delivered on, despite the fact that, you know, they say their anti-cheat is working. But my point is, besides those things, you know, we're having a futuristic setting, which we haven't had in a very long time. They're doing stuff with like more advanced movement, which people are really divided on that. I like, you know, movement in my games, although if a game is built in mind, you know, with slower movement, then whatever. Although with things like Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2, you know, making the games slower and more tactical just sort of goes against like the point of Call of Duty. At least to me personally. Now, on the other hand, I also don't think that, like, just because you're decent at the game, you should be dropping, like, 80, 90, 100 plus kill games every single game. And I feel like that sort of narrative has sort of skewed, like, traditionally the average person's experience. But yeah, I feel like, that being said, I feel like SBMM is also super cranked in Call of Duty, like it always is. Makes it very exhausting to play for long periods of time. I feel like if they wanted to, you know, bring people back, not bring people back, if they wanted to, like, reassure people or, like, make people actually, like, excited about the game, they could probably, like, toning down SBMM would probably be like one of the biggest things they could do. But I love blowing that up next to the barrels. I don't know why I never thought about doing that until literally the last run that I just did. But ooh, I'll take that. Yummy. Really? Not another? Okay, I'll go fuck myself then. Ooh, I don't want to fuck with you right now. Ow. How much damage do I do to you? That's not a lot of damage. We are running away. But yeah, the things that, you know, people want them to do that they definitely won't do are things like lowering or just straight up taking away SBMM. I know they had that article that came out a while ago where they were like, yeah, we secretly took out SBMM and it like lowered player retention like drastically, which like, yeah, they could say that, but that doesn't mean you have to take their word for it like at all. But even then it's sort of like, ooh, Moose, I'll come for you later. Level 6 at the end of night 1 is not horrible. I've had worse runs, although this is not super great, all things considered. See, this is how the video I tried to make a few days ago was going. I was playing even worse and was like not able to form coherent thoughts, which I don't know if the thoughts I'm forming now are coherent at all, but you know, fucking whatever. You know, what if I just go here and I get Crescent Falchion first try? Ooh. Why does that? I hate this game. Crit damage? Oh, I had a crit debuff on the last run. Oh, that was so good. Stop wasting my time. I'll take that. Oh, level 7. Look at that. What was I saying? There's so much happening. It's hard to keep track of literally anything. But, oh yeah, they had that article where they said they removed SBMM and it was like lowering player retention and everything. It's like people played longer with SBMM in the game, which is like, I don't doubt that. But at the same time, when the, one of the only conversations around your game at all is that your game is sweaty as fuck 24/7 because SBMM is cranked to like 11 and your game is full of cheaters, especially in your free to play battle royale mode, then yeah, maybe biting the bullet and, you know, taking whatever loss that is on player retention and removing SBMM might be, you know, worth the good PR. And then if they added like a skin filter, you know, people have been like wanting their skins to carry forward into Call of Duty games ever since they've like been a thing, especially when Warzone 2 was announced and it was like, oh, your skins aren't going to carry over into the next game. People were very upset, rightfully so. But at the same time, you also have a group of people that want the, you know, identity of their military shooter to stay mostly the same. Again, I don't really mind skins that take a turn into the like over the top and fantastical or whatever, but I mean, there are times where I want to feel immersed playing, you know, that's funny saying that about a Call of Duty game, but there are times where I do want to be like sort of immersed in like the game, you know, especially seeing goofy like shit like Beavis and Butthead and American Dad running around. It's like, yeah, that doesn't make me feel like, I don't know, it just feels super corny, which is not a word that I particularly use very often, but okay, that's literally not fair. Why wasn't he being staggered by the fire that was on the floor? Die. There you go. Speaking of which, the last recording that I was trying to do playing this, I died to the Demi-Human Queen and Swordmaster Night Boss. So that's how that recording was going, in case you were wondering how bad it was. Oh. There you go. Oh, this was the buff that I had. Okay, I'll take that shit again. Yoink. What do I want to go do now? I should probably go down here, actually. You know, I'm gonna go here and get the Crescent Falchion or whatever it's called. I don't actually remember what the weapon is called. That's how much I use it. Yeah, and get that first try. Totally, 100%. But yeah, I was talking about the skins and stuff like that. Yeah, it would be nice if there was like a toggle option to be like, I don't want to see any skins at all. I just want to see default skins that were in the game when it launched, when it came out. And then maybe, why is there no damage happening? Why am I being fucked by the game? Okay, I'm literally being fucked by the, but yeah, if there was an option to like toggle skins just period off, or maybe there was an option for you to toggle skins except for yourself, so that if you do have skins that you want to wear, you can wear them. Because it'd be weird if there was just like a blanket skins or no skins, because it's like there are skins that they do add into the game that do fit, and I feel like even some of the more over the top ones can still, you know, you can still make the argument that they can fit. Okay, I meant to crit him, but it's fine. Whatever. Anyways, these are all awful. This might not be too bad, I guess. Where are my crits at? This game is rustling my jimmies, and I don't appreciate it. But yeah, I've seen people be like, oh, there should be, yeah, the option to have either all skins just disabled or have skins disabled for everybody except yourself. But yeah, the decision to choose what skins get disabled and what skins don't might be a bit more difficult than just having a blanket, you know, on and off switch. Oh, a meteorite has fallen. I'm not going to go do that shit. Fuck that. Where is it? Maybe I could go do it. I don't know. I definitely need to go down there to get to those churches. But yeah, overall, in a vacuum, I do think the game looks the most like unique a Call of Duty game has looked in like a very long time, and that's really saying something, especially since like Modern Warfare 2 2022, where they were all basically using like a homogenized version of their game engine, which I think is a good thing, because, you know, there were times where like they were adding features and taking them away, and, you know, the games weren't like, you know, synced up in terms of quality of life features. You know, they would take forever to add things that were in the last game for literally no reason. So I'm gonna fly over the meteorite. It totally like actually deforms the map. I didn't know that. I've only seen this like once or twice. Yeah, I definitely want to come over here and get these two churches. Is it okay? It's on castle, so I'm definitely gonna go do that. After I grab this other church really quick. I'm gonna go through the effort of upgrading this sword to purple, and then I'm gonna get like Ordovis's or Solaria's fucking tree spear or some stupid shit again. Such is life. And I would kill that dragon, but I literally don't have time to, so I'm not going to. But yeah, the campaign, they've showed stuff about the campaign. It's cool that it's 4-player co-op, but I don't remember the last time they did that. I want to say it was Black Ops 3, but I might be wrong. I don't remember at all. So are you selling anything that I want? I kind of want this. I won't lie. No. Okay, no, there's nothing here that I want. Oh, it's a troll castle. Lucky me. Anyways, now that the game wants me to go down a bottle of bleach really quick. Oh, hello. If I was playing Executor, I could ore farm on you. How does that miss? Stop screaming. Wow, holy 2 bleed. Wow. Okay, maybe I should just use this until I get to Gladius. Holy shit. Ooh, Death Poker. Ooh. I know Gladius is like susceptible to holy damage, but Death Poker though. Yeah, the campaign, it's, you know, remains to be seen whether or not, you know, it's gonna be good or not until we play it. They said some stuff about like the end game things that they're doing, which I'm kind of like hesitant to feel one way or the other about. But you know, it's the sequel to Black Ops 2's story that everybody has wanted for like, you know, ever since Black Ops 2 came out. I don't remember 2012, so what, like 13 plus years? Okay, the game is literally just wasting my fucking time. Oh my god! This game thinks it's fucking funny, but it's not. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna murder the shit out of you. Anyways, you know, the campaign at the very least feels like, you know, they should have made it like 10 plus years ago, but I can't bleed a gargoyle, so I'm not even gonna bother trying. Yeah, the multiplayer does seem like really fun. They're obviously adding onto the whole Omni movement thing that they've been doing since Black Ops 6 with the whole wall jumping thing, which is like, that's more advanced movement than I ever thought they were going to do in these like modern games, just because, you know, they have to integrate it into Warzone, which I don't even know if they're going to add that movement into Warzone. If they did, that'd be crazy. Are you fucking serious, game? There you go. That was annoying, but we got the job done and we got a legendary. It's a Running Grace. Ooh. Oh, 2 bloody Helices, jumping attacks. Oh, that might be really good. Although I'm going to take the Winning Grace. Wow, holy runes, Batman. I didn't realize I had that many runes. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, we should be like level 14. I don't know if it's going to actually get me to 14 at the end of this night. Proved guard breaking? That's useless, but I'll take it, I guess. I wonder how viable it is to actually use the consumable items in this game, because they do like actual damage, which is crazy. But back to the multiplayer, I was talking about it before I got rudely interrupted. Yeah, there's about 30 guns, I think they said, that are in the game, and then half of them are like returning like BO2 and like BO4 guns, and then the other half are completely new. So I think that's like a good balance of guns, because it's been a while since they've done like a futuristic COD. So bringing back some of the favorites like the M8 and the Peacekeeper and all that, you know, it'll be cool to use those guns in like a modern engine. Oh yeah, and I totally almost forgot to mention that they mentioned in the multiplayer section that they removed attack sprint from the game, but I think they said it's going to be a perk that you can use, which I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose, because like if attack sprint and moving super fast is like the meta, then there's no point in having removed it in the first place if everybody's going to be running the attack sprint perk anyways. But we'll have to wait and see about that. And they brought weapon prestiging back as well, which I don't know if that I think the last time that was in a game was Black Ops 4, which I didn't play the multiplayer in that game. But so I don't really know how it works or what you get from doing it, but that's cool that they brought that back, and more of a reason to like use the guns that you want and everything. And speaking of weapons and grinding and camos and whatnot, they mentioned that there's going to be a mastery camos for every game mode in the game, including the campaign. So I'm not sure what that entails specifically. You know, it's going to be real lame if like it's like the same thing as all the other game modes, and there's going to be like a mission that you go to just grind bots in the campaign. So yeah, hopefully that's not going to be as annoying as it sounds, but we'll have to wait and see about that. And yeah, there's going to be a camo grind for multiplayer zombies and Warzone again. So. And they did confirm that carry forward is going to be a thing, but I think they said it's coming at the season 1 and not like when the game launches. So at least for the first however many weeks, you know, you're not going to see cartoon characters running around, which yeah, I talked about that already. So okay. I don't know how that didn't hit. Okay, well, you know what? Whatever. I'm not going to question it. We take those. I should have enough to level up one more time, right? Max FP, ultimate charge rate, 6%. I don't know how much this is actually useful. It sounds like it's not, but these other ones don't really seem all that worth it. So I guess I'll take that. And I should have enough to level up again and buy the Wending Grace. If I don't, I'll cry, but you know what? It's fine. And then zombies is probably the most interesting part of that whole announcement to me anyways. They showed the part of the intro cutscene for the new map, which is like a transit reimagining. It's not a transit remake. The bus is not even in the map. It's a pickup truck with that you can actually upgrade, and there's like a Wonderwaff turret on the back. It sounds super cool, and I think it's also the pack-a-punch. You can drive around and park it wherever you want. So that sounds really cool. But yeah, they showed a little bit of the intro cutscene, which continues right after Reckoning's Easter egg ending. And yeah, I feel like the biggest thing, you know, they mentioned how like Black Ops 7 zombies, you know, they're gonna have a bunch of like crazy locations in the maps and whatever. So if the leaks that came out earlier, which, you know, like I say every time about Call of Duty, if a leak comes out about it, you know, it's like true 99% of the time. But yeah, there were a bunch of crazy sounding locations like post-atomic bombed New York City, Dark Aether space station, map in Vietnam and Afghanistan. It sounds super crazy and cool, but yeah, whether or not those are true or whether it's other crazy locations that we get, you know, I feel like the biggest thing, I don't think, because I feel like from a gameplay standpoint, Black Ops 6 is actually really good. And the thing that they really need to nail is like the Easter egg quests and the boss fights, which the boss fights in Black Ops 6 were, I feel like, universally well regarded, but it's mostly going to come down to narrative and everything. There are so many things that they didn't tie up either satisfactorily or at all in The Reckoning. And yeah, with the 8 crew members confirmed in the game, you know, balancing the narrative between all that and the maps itself and the overarching story is going to be very interesting to see how they handle that, considering, you know, the Black Ops 6 story does not seem to, you know, it be super well put together. But yeah, I'll talk about it more again after I either die or do this. They would make him start in 3 separated dogs, by the way. There we go. Oh my god, I actually got a crit on the boss. It's a miracle. Also, where's my crit debuff? Game, I'm being cheated. Okay. I don't really want to use any of my flasks. He should be phase transitioning soon here. Oh, that one doesn't have the debuff. Okay. It's just not on its health bar. Interesting. I missed. He has now reformed into Doggo. He's so cool. I'm so glad this boss is good. It's so cool. Oh. Wow. Okay, that was fast. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Well, my Sixth Sense popped earlier in the fight. Yeah, I think it did. Oh. There has to be a holster EVERDARK, right? I'm pretty sure there's an icon for his symbol in the files, although that doesn't outright confirm it, but it'd be really disappointing if there wasn't an EVERDARK holster fight. Oh my god. Okay, I rolled way too early for that. Holy shit. Oh, that's upsetting. If you jump away, I'll cry. Okay, good. Okay, we got the crit debuff. You love to see it. I don't really feel like I'm doing all that much more damage, but you know, it's fine. Oh, wow. Holy shit. That was lucky. I'm literally right next to the wall. Ow. Okay, well, how many? I still have one more revive after this. Okay. Wait, I haven't seen him do this yet. Oh! It's so cool. This boss is so cool. I don't give a fuck. He's like, do we have good boss design? Sometimes, but we also have hype moments in aura. Oh, okay, that was unlucky. Okay. Oh, I'm being wombo comboed. This is bad. Okay. There's literally nothing I could do there. Yeah, this part of the fight is not my favorite thing in the world. I won't lie to you. Oh, you're not forming back. Oh, this is bad. Wow, that's literally nothing I could do there. Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'll fucking be right back. Holy shit. Alright, here we are back again. My build is kind of ass, but I got Ordorvis' greatsword, so that'll be useful, I think. I also got this. I don't think I'm going to use this at all during the fight, but I mean, we'll see. What are you supposed to do there? What are you supposed to do there? Yeah, that totally is not... Oh, wait, no, it did trigger. I don't know why. I thought my Sixth Sense didn't trigger there for a second, but it did. What are you supposed to do when they just all sequentially freaking fire blast you? Like, ref, they're jumping me. Okay. I literally did not have time to react to that at all. Okay. Okay. I was just out of range by a millimeter. Cool. Thanks, game. Okay, we got the crit buff. I'm gonna do this really quick. Okay. I love guaranteed attack. Okay, cool. Awesome. That was totally... That's not fair! What? There was nothing I could have done there. I still don't know what that does. He jumped away as soon as I did that. That's so fucking... This fucking game. Alright, here we go. Okay. He does so much damage. Can you jump over that ground wave attack? You might be able to, actually. I can't see! Okay. That's not fair. You just hit nothing? Okay, you love to see it. I think you make the fight fun again, please. I'm gonna die here because... That's not fair! That's not fair! That's not... I literally didn't click that button. Okay, here we are back again, and this time I have like a power stance greatsword build going, and I'm not sure what doing split damage like this is like, if that's good or not, but I have 3 winning graces, so if I fuck up and die, then that's gonna be real embarrassing. Although I will say, this boss just straight up does a shit ton of damage, so like healing is not even like the entire problem, but yeah, I need to get through that first 20% without like downing or healing myself. I will say this though, I would much rather fight this than fight EVERDARK Libra or Noster, that's for sure. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Now, whiffing jump attacks, it feels real bad, so if I could avoid doing that, that'd be awesome. It's like, there are moments where they just stack attacks on top of each other and you literally can't dodge it. That is the one part of this fight that is kind of annoying. He just, what the hell was that? Okay. Okay. We're just gonna pretend this is okay. I really don't want to waste my flasks here, dude. It also doesn't help that the lock-on in this game is fucking broken and doesn't work half the time. Okay. I still have 3 revives, but holy shit, dude. What does the game want me to do here? Bro. Bro, I literally can't do anything. I love all the coincidental lunges into attacks that are dodging. It's awesome. What? I can't even tell what he's doing. Okay, cool. I've wasted 3 of my revives. He's still at 90% health. Dude, I can't. I have no stamina. You can't fucking do anything. Dude, that's so stupid. Okay. Yeah, getting hit by one of those does half my health. That's super fair. That's not... I'm starving at this point, but I don't want to go eat and stop until I actually beat this. Because this is the thing. I'm getting like pissed off and fuck ass mad, but like at the same time, I want to keep trying to do this because I'm getting so close and the fight is like enjoyable to do. I would much rather get mad at a good boss fight than get mad at a bad boss fight. You know, doing it over and over again. You know what I mean? But yeah, my build here is not super great. I mean, I got a bunch of legendaries, but one of these is upgraded. But yeah, I got 2 Malekith Black Blades to drop just naturally while I was playing, so that's cool. My talismans are kind of shit, and the rest of my passives are not super great. But, you know, this build shits out damage just with these swords alone. And I managed to hit nothing there. Bro, there's nothing you can do getting attacked by multiple dogs at the same time. Okay, we got a crit off. This is going to do big damage. Wow, look at that damage. Holy shit. Wow, he did attacks right before he reformed. That's fucked up. Game, I don't appreciate that. Just like, I don't have super crazy passives or anything, but this does a shit ton of damage. It's kind of crazy. I'm pressing the dodge button, game. Okay, we're just making shit up now, and that's guaranteed, even though I pressed the dodge before that second hit me. That's awesome. I love how the game doesn't read my jump input. That's awesome. The game is cheating me. The game is cheating me. I love how that's guaranteed. It's so bullshit, dude. That attack is so slow. Oh my god, I missed the stagger. Well, that sucks. He split. Why did I do that? That was so stupid. I'm such a fucking idiot. And now I'm gonna get fucked here because they're split. It's gonna be so ass. Like, why does he get to do that while they're split? That's so unfair. Oh my god. This is not hard. They're like, why are they allowed to simultaneously attack? That's never been a thing in FromSoft games until this fuck-ass game. Ow. Like, there's literally nothing you can do there because the enemies can attack you off screen and at the same time. That's not supposed to be a thing. Okay. What? What? That was literally the perfect run and I got fucked. I did not use all my revives. I had 3 revives. I only died twice. What the? This run is gonna go terribly. I can already tell. Oh my god, this multi-attacking from off-camera is so horseshit. Okay. This weapon's short jump attack is gonna make me drink blue. Dude. Okay. Huh? I'm not listening. Well, yes, but also I literally can't hear you. That did like 90% of my health. I couldn't even. Okay. I will kill you if you move. Okay. Well, I didn't do anything, but I still hit him, so it's fine. Anyways, that's totally unfair. That's not fair. The camera's making me roll into it. Dude, that's literally not fair. There's nothing you can do. Dude, that's literally not fair. Dude. What? That's okay. Dude, that's so bullshit. They're gonna split and my debuff is gonna disappear. Yep. Watch. Dude, that's literally not fair. That's literally not fair. That's literally not fair. Dude, why did that do all of my health? What? What? Dude, that's not how that works. Why? What? What? Okay. I literally could have not have gotten farther from that. This boss is so fucking bad. Dude. Oh my god.
Yes! Yes! He did it! Yes! Fuck yes! Fuck yes!
I'm better. I am better.
I've been recording for like 5 hours. Let's go see how many times that actually took. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It took 15 tries for me to do that. So I didn't realize this. He has a mechanic where, I don't remember, it's after one of his attacks, but if you hit him after one of his attacks, he gains a damage buff and it can stack up to 3 times. So if you're wondering why he's doing a shit ton of damage, then that's probably why. I don't know why. I was looking at it and I saw it happen. I thought it was a debuff, but it's not. It's actually an attack buff. So I don't know why they decided to give him that, but fucking... But yeah, you probably don't remember this, but I was talking about Black Ops 7 and I was getting to zombies, but I'm gonna fucking save that for another video where I'm slightly more relaxed and don't want to shove my head through a fucking concrete wall. Come over here and buy this. I have beaten every single EVERDARK. I'm gonna fucking... and start barking like an actual dog. But yeah, for whatever reason you did enjoy this journey is an understatement, but if you did enjoy this video and you want to help support the channel, then leaving a like and subscribing would be very much appreciated. You know, there's something to be said about how much I've upset I've gotten fighting this boss, but at the same time I did fight him 15 times in a row in order to get this victory. I only fought Libro once and I never did it again, and the only reason I fought Sentient Pest multiple times is because I was doing it with my friends. But yeah, if this wasn't the definition of a struggle, then I don't fucking know what is. So yeah, I'm gonna go edit all this fucking footage and yeah, hopefully the next video is something slightly more relaxed. So anyways, later.
Straight away.